So it's been about a year maybe since I uploaded the last Sonic video, and like I said in that video, this time you're playing what I firmly believe to be the greatest 2D Sonic experience to date in 2021, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles for the Sega Genesis. So for the first time in the series, aside from Sonic CD, you can actually save your data. You can hold up to 6 files, and you could technically do it in CD, but on the original Sega CD version it's super complicated and hard to figure out how to work that thing. For this game, I'm going to be playing through the game once with Sonic and Tails and also once with Knuckles. I will be getting every single Chaos Emerald and another set of emeralds that we'll find out about later in the game. But we do actually have a cutscene this time, so let's get right into that. Let's start the game. So we have a lot to unpack now. Story, let's get that out of the way. This game starts right after the good ending of Sonic 2, which is why Sonic turned into Super Sonic there. So basically, the Death Egg crashed onto Angel Island, which is this mysterious floating landmass. And there's a red echidna there named Knuckles. He's the last of his kind and the guardian of the island and Master Emerald, which we'll also learn about later. But basically it controls the Chaos Emeralds. And so Robotnik tricks Knuckles because he's very gullible and introverted, and he has some trust issues. But he tricks Knuckles into thinking that, hey, a blue hedgehog and a yellow fox are gonna come and steal your stuff. So Knuckles is anticipating for Sonic's arrival. And as we saw, he grabbed the emeralds and ran, so now we have to get them back. Angel Island also fell into the ocean for reasons we'll find out later in the game. Special stages. So this game has the best special stage system out of the entire series, without a doubt. There's no get to the end with 50 rings and jump into a giant ring. That had many problems. You could overshoot the giant ring. There's no grab 100 rings like in Chaos. That was too easy. There's no finding checkpoints like in Sonic 2. That had a lot of problems. You just find a giant ring and you jump in. It's that simple. No ring barrier, no ring gate or anything. I said barrier, that's not a word. Blue Sphere. Probably the best classic special stage, not counting Mania. Basically, you're on this sphere and you have to pivot on the corners of the grid because you can't move in full 3D. You have to grab every blue sphere in the stage without touching any red spheres, but blue spheres will turn into red spheres when you touch them. Grabbing every ring, which you can do if you go on perimeters of blue spheres when they're in squares. They all turn into rings after. If you grab every ring, you get a perfect bonus, which is an instant extra life. And if you do get 50 rings, you get a continue too. So now, let's talk about the zone. Angel Island. It's very, I guess it's kind of like Green Hill in a way, because it's green first level. I haven't seen that before. And I was gonna say it's a very tropical, peaceful setting, but that obviously isn't the case now. It's on fire. Oh, I mentioned that checkpoints do not hold special stages, they actually hold bonus stages now. This time you use these to get just extra lives and shields and stuff. There are 3 in the game. This first one, so these orbs you have to jump off of, they're basically magnets, and Sonic attracts to them once he gets super close. You have to spin yourself and manipulate your momentum to get higher and higher to grab the capsules you want. In this one and another one, the capsules all mean something depending on their color. Clear ones give you nothing. Gray ones give you a random number of rings. Green ones, which are unique to the other special stage. Purple ones, like that one I just missed as an extra life. Black ones just bounce. And then the other 3 give you an elemental shield. First one I have is the bubble shield. So they protect you from that certain element, so like if I have the bubble shield I won't drown when I'm underwater. But if you're Sonic, they also give you an extra move. Sonic gets a bounce, and if you hold the button you'll jump higher. Up here, special stage ring. I'll talk about the other two shields when I get them. No classic shield this time, you know, the blue ones from 1, 2, and CD, yeah, those aren't here. Second special stage, so for the special stages when I'm playing through the game as Sonic and Tails, I'm gonna try and get a perfect bonus on everyone. And then when I play through the game as Knuckles and get all the emeralds, I'll just go through them normally. So if you want to rack up points and extra lives, get perfect bonuses in these stages, it'll help a lot. Also later in the game, they pick some interesting color scheme choices for these stages, to say the least. I mean, oh yeah, also these white bumpers with the red stars, if you touch them, I'll show what happens after these rings. This happens, and like, you can have it so you'll walk backwards and you just need to push forward to like get Sonic to start walking the right way. Other than that, just, you know, avoid them. You might need to jump into them in some of the later ones. Some of the later ones I gotta focus and like try not to talk because, hey, trying to talk and play a video game is hard, yo. Alright, so we're coming up close. Alright, just this last set of blue spheres. And there. We have the second Chaos Emerald now in our possession. Put our point bonus countdown. Also, I should mention this. If you're playing on a Genesis, well, okay, basically if you aren't playing the DS version, if you have two controllers, you can, if you're playing a Sonic and Tails, use the second controller to have Tails carry Sonic. Can be useful in some situations. There is a boss not too far from here where we actually see it in action in single player. Got for that enemy right there, I got an extra life. Bounce on him. Get that ring monitor. Oh, what's that? I wonder what that is. Too bad I cannot go through there with Sonic. Haha, wink wink, hint hint. This is the second elemental shield. The flame shield protects you from fire and also gives Sonic an air dash. Wait a second, this is Act 1. What are we doing with a boss? Yeah, every single stage has a boss in this game. Act 1 houses a mini-boss. They only take 6 hits and they aren't against Robotnik himself. They're usually just like a smaller enemy. That one you can just jump on top of for 6 hits. It's really easy. Also the signpost, you can juggle it now, and you can also land it in certain spots in every stage to get bonus items. Oh, look at that, another special stage ring. If you don't know that's there, you're probably gonna get forced into this stage. Unless you like jump before. Special stage 3. I mean, it's another special stage, alright. Getting the perfect in this stage though is kind of annoying when you don't know what you're doing. So, oh boy. Sonic 3's soundtrack is pretty good. I'd say it's my third favorite classic Sonic soundtrack. Probably just behind Mania and the Japanese soundtrack for CD. I don't think there's really a bad song on this entire soundtrack, honestly. And also this game does introduce Act 2 remixes, so if you pay attention to the music, Angel Island has its own song for Act 1, and then it remixes itself for Act 2, which I think is a nice attention to detail. So like, Act 1, it reflects the tropical feeling more, and then Act 2, it reflects the, oh god, the island is on fire feeling more. Some of the Act 2 remixes are very basic, some of them are very different. Okay, for the perfect, yeah, don't collect those 2 spheres, you want to jump over the last one. Because if you're playing normally, you just get all of these and then the stage will end. And there we go. There's the third Chaos Emerald we have now. And speaking of the music for this game, I should talk about this game's development. Quite the interesting story. Most Sonic fans know what happened. So, Sonic 3 started development around sometime in '93. CD was still in development, Sonic 2 finished in America. And we needed a new composer. Michael Jackson himself, yes, the king of pop, decided to come on board and lend a hand. Because he was, believe it or not, a fan of Sonic. Sonic was on top of the world at this point. Sonic 1 and 2 were selling like crazy. And everybody knew who Sonic was. See, that bubble shield bounce is really useful. And so, Michael Jackson actually did produce quite a bit of music, and if you listen to certain songs in the game, they have a lot of similarities to his music. Like, well, I mean, they're all later in the game. I'm gonna grab the shield down here. This is the lightning shield. It gives Sonic a double jump, and there aren't really any electric attacks in the game until the final zone. But for every character, it attracts rings towards you. Anyway, he left it. Some of his songs were left in, although he ended up going uncredited because first he didn't like how his music sounded, because the Genesis's sound chip is not the best. And Michael Jackson was in some hot water at this time because of allegations. This is the Gumball Machine minigame. Basically, you just turn the crank. If you see something you want, grab it. That green capsule or gumball or whatever, right there. If you grab it, it restores those springs at the bottom of the shaft. I usually only grab extra lives or a very specific elemental shield if I need it. I guess a lightning shield would be good here. Oh my god. I don't know if I grabbed it. Nope, I didn't. Whatever. And so, yeah, Michael Jackson, he didn't want to be credited because he's a notorious perfectionist. And, they wanted to scrub his music clean, but that obviously did not happen. And so, like, the songs that have, like, Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles different versions, in 3 and Knuckles, they used the Sonic and Knuckles versions. And so, with that, since Michael Jackson being dead since 2009, may he rest in peace, this game has been in legal hell for ever since, and it hasn't come back in any re-release. Be careful, that bridge is gonna burn down if you're standing on it. And it's sad because, you know, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best 2D Sonic game. Tails almost really screwed me over there. Just watch out for Robotnik's fire attacks. And, yeah, I don't think the game's gonna come back anytime soon. It's very sad. Hopefully Sega can fix it someday. I mean, this year is the 30th anniversary. It'd be the good time to finally sort this all out. There are zone transitions too. Knuckles is a jerk. Before I continue on with the other part of this game's development, this zone, there's quite a bit of a controversy, I guess, with this zone's name. Sega, sometimes they put a space in between it, sometimes there isn't, and fans like to argue on what this zone's proper pronunciation is. I personally fall on the side thinking that Hydrocity is the proper way to address this zone. I guess Hydrocity, it sounds cooler, but it's a water city, so Hydrocity makes more sense. Wow, that was nice. When Sonic runs into those, like, bowls or bars or whatever, just push a jump button and he'll let go. There is a special stage ring coming up somewhere around here. So the other part was, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was planned to be a very big game. And, matter of fact, it was too big, actually. You know, they're facing cartridge limitations and time constraints. Okay, that was close. And so, they needed to split the game, because they weren't going to get it out in time. And you know why they were under a tight time? They had a partnership with McDonald's. Yes. Oh boy, that was close. Yeah, watch out for those spikes there. And when it comes to McDonald's, you're not just gonna restructure a deal with them. And so they split the game into 2 cartridges. Sonic 3, which was the first 6 zones of the game, released in February of '94. And about 6 or so months later, in October I think, I'm pretty sure, Sonic & Knuckles released, which was the second half of the game, the other 6 zones. And Sonic & Knuckles had a very interesting cartridge. It actually had a slot on top of it, and you could put in any Genesis game. If you put in Sonic 3, you'll get the complete experience of all 14 zones. Which is what I'm playing right now. If you're playing Sonic 2 locked onto Sonic & Knuckles, you can play through that entire game with Knuckles, and any other Genesis game will just give you an assorted number of Blue Sphere stages. However, if you plug in Sonic 1, you will get an almost endless number of stages. There's like over 1 million. You played every Blue Sphere stage? I'm sorry, you need to go outside. Okay, this special stage always messes me up because of this part right here. Ooh, thank God I did that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty interesting story. For me, at least. And there we go. Special stage 4 is now done. Making good progress on getting these emeralds. Only 3 left. And we're only in the second zone of the game, isn't that crazy? My time bonus come down. Continues are basically pointless in this game, I guess. When you get a game over, you'll reset to the first act zone. Like if you don't have a continue, because, you know, the file select and whatever. I guess if you have a continue, it'll just restart from that specific act and not Act 1. This mini-boss is so dumb, like, it makes me question if Robotnik really does have a 300 IQ. 3, 4, 5... Oh, I guess that was 6. So, you're telling me that Robotnik's plan to catch Sonic was just to spin him around? What's that gonna do, make him dizzy? I don't know. Act 2 is actually underneath this area. And both tracks for Hydrocity Zone are an absolute bop, I'm not gonna lie. So this trope that we'll see later in the series, water level has a wall chasing us going from left to right. Extra life right here. Basically just be quick and don't let the wall crush you. If you know what you're doing, it's not that much of a challenge. So, you know, I never really, discuss my opinions on what's going on with the franchise in its current state. My opinion, people like to call the mid-2000s the Dark Age, but I think this is the real Dark Age. No game since 2017, well, no main game at least, you know, I mean, TSR is the thing. The voice acting cast is being rearranged. I like the cast for the most part, and I don't know, it's one of those things, like, you never expect it to happen until it does happen, you know? And it kind of hit like a ton of bricks when I found out Roger was leaving it. I'll give my in-depth opinions on him when we get to Sonic Colors in, like, I don't know, 10 years. There is a special stage ring approaching, I'm pretty sure. I think I might have passed it already, actually. Well, I know there's another one somewhere around here. Through this loop. Hydrocity. I gotta give it to the creators of this zone. They made an actually fun water stage, which is not an easy accomplishment. Alright, special stage 5, let's get this. This one can be kind of confusing on your first time. You gotta actually, like, look into the, like, narrow pathways of the red spheres and look for the openings and then jump through them to change lanes or whatever. It's kind of hard to explain. Other than that, my opinions on the series, I think it's obvious we aren't going to get a game this year. I think for the 30th anniversary, a collection is definitely in order. What would I put on it? Well, if you ask me, 3D games are in more desperate need of being ported. Because, I mean, we get Sonic 1 and 2 ported all the time. Oh, God. Ooh, that was scary. Okay, I need to get the other set of blue spheres. Here we go. Ooh. See, these can get scary when the music speeds up and Sonic and Tails run faster. What 3D games would I put on it? Adventure 1, Adventure 2, Heroes, Unleashed, Colors, and Generations. No. Oh my god. That would not have been good if I'd messed that up with only one blue sphere left. But that's the 5th Chaos Emerald. We only have 2 left now. I wouldn't mind Sonic Lost World being put on the collection, but I'm not gonna lose sleep if I don't get it on there. I think this would be a good time to one-up Nintendo and like have them actually put effort into the collection. Like give Adventure widescreen and not put stupid dumb purple borders over it. The Steam version. You know, give Heroes and stuff proper widescreen. I want to go up there. I'm gonna have to backtrack, get a lot of speed. And what is this, Sonic 1? I'm sorry. And you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Unleashed on 360, but you know, give it like a 60 FPS and make it not as bad as it can be at sometimes. Now let's hope I can get up there now. If not, I'll take the slower path, I guess. There we go. And also put colors in widescreen, you know, make it 60 FPS, although actually, I don't think that's gonna happen because recently the Colors remaster was leaked, which I am excited for because I like Colors and I think the hate that it's getting is unjust. Except for the writing in Colors is really bad, I can't deny that. Also, these spinny things lets you see behind and in front of Sonic and Tails and Knuckles' sprites, which I think is cool. Just thought I'd point that out. Also, you can get Sonic to moonwalk on water. He's Jesus and Michael Jackson. Ooh. Good thing I got that because there is another special stage ring up here. If Sonic can reach it. Come on, you can jump for it. Oh my god. There we go. This next one can be kind of hard on you if this is your first time playing. Basically just like pay attention to where you're going and whatever you do, don't look back. Because if you do, you're probably gonna mess yourself up more. Like you want to go in a straight line and when you see these like squares of them, or I guess rectangles, of blue spheres, you want to stop and grab all of them, and then like keep going straight until you don't get any more of those, and then you want to take a detour and go right or left or whatever. So I gotta grab all of these. Oh boy. Ugh. Other than that, I mean, there's like nothing to give my opinions on with the current state of the franchise, because nothing else has been happening. I mean, we've been in dead silence for 4 years now on the main games. I mean, the last Sonic game on console that we got was, what, Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympics? Yeah. That game was shallow. But I mean, the Mario and Sonic series is just more of the same at this point. Okay, now I can just get all of these in like the lines. Oh boy. Hate that. Sometimes I feel like the jump is like just gonna mess up and not get me over the red spheres. And there we go, special stage 6. And 6 Chaos Emeralds under our belt. But yeah, I guess I should give my opinions on the whole debacle on what went down with the remakes of Adventure 1 and 2. Apparently, because Sega lost so much money, they canceled them, which is disappointing. I would have really wanted Adventure 1 and 2 remakes, but I honestly, I mean, I'd probably rather not have them than have bad ones. So that way, that when the time is right, they can make good ones, if that makes sense. Coming up on the Act 2 boss, just like normal, they take 8 hits. This one, I'm going to try and beat normally. So what happens is Robotnik uses this propeller. It's 2 hits. And you have to just basically run away from the spinning water current so he doesn't pull you in. You can jump on that right there. It's weird. He drops these bombs which like create a big plume of water. And you can use that to launch yourself up and hit Robotnik. They can blow up on you though, so be careful about that. 4, 5, 6. I think that was 6. 7. Oh, nope, that was 8. Well, you know how it goes down. 2 zones of Two zones of video. So, next time, I'll see you in the next 2 zones of the game. What are those 2? You'll have to wait and see. So I'll see you all then, and take care of yourself.